Balmoral Castle, probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite royal estate. I think it is stunning, it is beautiful, the architecture, I don't even know where it comes from, or much of the history about it. It is simply beautiful, very elegant as well. I don't even know if you could visit this place, but that would be an amazing experience. I'm sure you can, I feel like you could. But this is the Balmoral Castle tour. This video is over a year old, but it's titled The Queen's Scottish Castle. So let's just start the tour. Let's get right into it because I want to learn more about it. I think the massive amount of history behind it will be impressive to me. So let's hit it.
While Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle may be the most well-known of the Queen's royal residences,
how many of you cringed of how she said that? So it's definitely it's an American. So sorry for the pronunciations before this video.
the monarch has been going to Balmoral Castle every year for her summer getaway. Located in Royal Deeside in Aberdeenshire, Scotland, Balmoral Castle has been in the
Once again, the pronunciations. Sorry.
royal family since 1852, after Prince Albert bought it. The Queen and
Oh, I love Albert. Victoria and Albert. Love them. I didn't go to the museum, but I would love to go. I saw it. I saw the outside, but didn't see it quite yet.
her husband, Prince Philip, famously visited the residence every year during their marriage. However, 2021 marked the first time the Queen spent the summer here as a widow, having lost Prince Philip in April 2020. Welcome back to Royal Living. In today's video, we'll be going on a tour inside Queen Elizabeth's Balmoral Castle. Make
Yes.
sure you stick around until the end if you don't want to miss out on any exciting part of this tour. Let's get started. Balmoral Castle is set amongst acres of lush green countryside and the nearby River Dee. As you would expect from a royal country residence, it is isolated from any noisy neighbors. However, it has the village of Crathie at a convenient 6 miles away, and it is located just under 2 hours away from Inverness. The royal family residence was initially purchased by Prince Albert, Queen Victoria's husband.
Yeah.
Deeside was reportedly recommended to the royal family for better weather. However, they believed the castle was too small to suit their needs, so they hired architect William Smith to remodel it. The new castle was finished in 1856, and the old castle was demolished shortly thereafter. The royal family continued to utilize the home after Albert and Victoria died, with King George V making his changes and improvements in the early 20th century. However, the royal family stopped using the residence temporarily during the Second World War. Balmoral Castle is not part of the Crown.
Why would they have stopped using the castle during World War II? I feel like it'd be a pretty safe place to be. Just back in the day, just turn the lights off. You're in the middle of nowhere. It seems like you're away from everything. You're up north more. Probably out of range? Maybe not, but... Or at least some royal family members. I could understand, royal family wanting to be in with its people, all in it together. Off topic, where did the royal family typically go? I feel like this would be a good place.
Estate, as it is a privately owned property. It was originally purchased by Prince Albert rather than Queen Victoria, who was monarch at the time. This means the property is going to pass down through this current royal family, and it will remain in their private property. It is impossible to discuss Balmoral Castle without discussing Queen Elizabeth and her relationship with the estate. The monarch's love of the castle is well documented, and it is not surprising that she chooses to spend so much time there during the year. The Queen hosts guests regularly at the castle. The drawing room, as well as the study, have been used to host dignitaries and special guests. The impressive bookshelf that is located in the study is a real talking point for guests. The importance of Balmoral's garden is worth noting. The garden, which is regularly used for events and garden parties, is alleged to be Prince Philip's favorite thing about the whole estate. From the pictures that were taken inside the royal residence, the Queen's home is traditionally decorated with wooden furniture and in some traditional Scottish colors that include a standout green carpet and a green sofa. Balmoral reportedly has a whopping 52 bedrooms, alongside a lot of reception rooms. What sets Balmoral apart for Queen Elizabeth is the freedom that it grants the monarch compared to Buckingham Palace. Her Majesty can go for long, solitary walks where she does not need to worry about the media.
That is true. It seems like it's out enough, definitely out enough a way to kind of relax and gather yourself and make things clear. I know when I have a problem and I'm trying to figure it out with work or school, whatever it is, it's nice for me to have a break, and I could only imagine that this is very nice. And then you could have people come to you at Balmoral Castle to conduct work and maybe a more peace of mind kind of a state.
She can enjoy a sort of quiet normality. Royal author Juliet Ryden explained that at Balmoral, the Queen sometimes does the washing up herself. This privilege is not limited to her, as it also extends to the rest of the royal family. In the past, Harry and Meghan have spent time at Balmoral, and it is reported that Archie will be introduced to the castle soon. The castle is set on the Balmoral.
It's a dated video, I know, and it seems like it's by Americans, so I know times two.
Estate, which covers 50,000 acres, and it is located within the Cairngorms National Park, so the royals are not short on outside space when they're there. The castle grounds are made up of a combination of formal gardens and green spaces. It also includes forestry land, farmland, and an array of animals that includes deer, Highland cattle, as well as ponies. The castle grounds are also abode to an endangered species of red squirrels. Notably, Prince Charles is quite fond of the squirrels, and he sometimes lets them run around inside his home, Birkhall. The Prince of Wales, who is also the patron of the Red Squirrel Survival Trust, does not deny it. The formal gardens cover 3 acres, and it is where the royal family will most likely be found relaxing on a pleasant day. The Duke of Edinburgh himself extended the gardens so that it includes a large kitchen garden that is harvested when the family is staying there over the summer.
So for summer, are they continuing kind of that tradition of going to Balmoral Castle during the summer times? I feel like if they all grew up doing that their whole lives, it'll just be something that they continue to do and just becomes tradition from here on out. And that's seems very pleasant and lovely to me.
Within the grounds is also an array of glass houses, a water garden, and the front lawn up to the castle itself. Also located on the grounds a mile away from the main house is Craiggowan Lodge. Craiggowan Lodge is a 7-bedroom home, and it was often used as the residence of Prince Charles and Princess Diana when they visited Balmoral. However, it is mostly used nowadays as a residence for important guests who are coming to visit the Queen. The monarch and Prince Philip sometimes stayed there themselves during the first few days of their break if the tourist visiting season is not over yet.
Tourists, I heard that. I'm going there someday. I thought I did hear something about you could tour it. I would love to. I love the architecture of it.
While the area of the estate where the Queen resides is kept private, there are parts of the estate open to the public throughout certain times of the year.
Have you ever been there before? How is it? Would you suggest it? Tips, anything you could give me? Have you been there before? Or do you want to go? I want to go.
Public can visit the home from April until the end of July, as the monarch comes to stay there shortly after.
Perfect.
The estate also has cottages that are open to the public and can be rented for a hefty fee. It is worth mentioning that their availability depends on if the royals will be using them or not. When you visit the residence, you can stroll through the expensive grounds, shop in the gift shop, visit the Piper's Hall Cafe, and see the outside of the garden cottage, which is where Queen Victoria sometimes used to have breakfast, deal with state correspondence, and write her diaries. However, visitors are only permitted to enter one room of the castle itself. The public is welcome to visit the ballroom, which hosts various exhibitions throughout the year. An exhibition on Queen Victoria was held there most recently. Today, the ballroom is still used by the royal family, particularly for two big dances that the Queen holds during the summer. But the rest of the rooms in the house are not permitted for public viewing, as they are the monarch's private rooms. According to Business Insider, the royal residence is worth £115 million. It was purchased for £32,000 in 1852.
I can only imagine.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below.
And that was that. Yes, very important questions. Have you been there before? What it's like? If you'd like to go, any history? How many things the narrator said incorrectly? Even I heard him. I'm learning. Believe me, I'm learning. But this is definitely on my list of wanting to see someday. I need to learn a lot more about it, but just lovely. Amazing. So thank you for making it to the end. Hope you enjoyed that as well. And I will see you in the next video. Have a good rest of your day.